Hi everybody. So we're going to do a Q&A video. It's going to be a series of Q&As because we are going to address as many questions as we possibly can in this video. So number one, this was from a while ago, so it's from Nina Campbell. So hi Nina, if you're watching, you asked, I was wondering if you will ever tell us what kind of health issues you started having when you moved to Arizona. Also, have any of your family members moved to Arizona also? Still love your videos. Thank you for sharing. You are very welcome, Nina. So, I am from Alaska. For anybody who hasn't watched me long enough, I am from Alaska and I moved to Arizona in October 2019, right before COVID hit. So the adjustment from Alaska climate to Arizona climate, from an Arctic desert to an actual real desert, it has been wonderful, but it's also been interesting to see how my body reacts to it. So the health issues that I started having when I first moved here was, number one, it was just away from home. So homesickness, okay, homesickness. I'm a family girl. It was just me and my kitty, and I was Elsie at the time. I did videos of her when I was back there in Alaska, shared that with you guys, but now I have Honeybud. She passed away about 3 months after I moved here. So it hasn't been peachy keen since I've moved here. You know, life happens, okay? You know, the Bible tells us, Jesus tells us that we're not exempt from the trials and tribulations of this life. That is very plain to see. And even though I knew I felt the call to move here, I did, but of course it wasn't all peachy keen. It's still beautiful, still wonderful, and I'm still so happy I moved here, but it hasn't been peachy keen. Okay, so it's just the general life problems. So homesickness, okay? And number two is the adjustment to the heat. I was actually scared to move to a desert. I wasn't quite sure how I was gonna handle such high heat since I'm used to such deep, cold, sub-zero temperatures of 40, 50, 60 below, and darkness throughout the year, okay? And cool air. I was dying for heat, dying for sunshine. And I have loved it, and I still love it to this very day, now that I'm about, it's 2025 in this video, so I'm working on my 6th year here in Arizona. I still love it so much. I love it here so much. I love the heat and I love the sunshine so much. But when I first moved here, I definitely needed an adjustment period, which I did not give myself that because I just wanted to be warm. I loved the sunshine, didn't realize being out in 100 degrees, you couldn't really do that for very long. Now I can be out in 100 degrees and be somewhat fine, but of course you're gonna have to get some AC, get a little cooler. I'd rather deal with the desert climate than an Arctic climate, that's for sure. I've got stable daylight now, which has been wonderful. That is something that I have loved since I moved here too. And but another thing is I dealt with heat sickness, okay? It was heat sickness and heat headaches, and that was from a lack of water and just being overheated. And even though I was eating super high raw vegan, it's definitely vegan, plant-based, it still was not enough water for the high heat here. So I've learned to bring a hydro flask. I'll actually improve my water bottle to a hydro flask so I have cool water all the time everywhere I go and constantly keep the water coming in. And in the winter months here in Arizona, it's like our summers back home in Alaska. So the summers here, I don't really feel a need for, I don't get heat headaches, I don't get heat exhaustion, I don't get heat tiredness or anything like that. It's like it's normal, and it isn't until the heat starts rising into the 90s and the hundreds where I start feeling those types of symptoms and need to increase the water and make sure I kind of stay cool. I can stay outside a lot longer in the higher heat though, now that I'm acclimating for sure. But this is still a heck of a lot better to deal with than an Arctic climate, I believe. Now, I first wanted to move to a tropical climate, but you know what? Things were not working out and God led me here. And so I still am very happy to be here in Arizona. It is growing on me. I love the desert. It's more beautiful than you think. And so another thing is the just not being able to, you know, going from job to job it wasn't what I knew. You know, you can have a plan, but it's never really going to go the way you plan. And so moving here, I was okay. I was okay and still am and everything, but I finally landed after 3 years after moving down here, I finally landed the job that I really, really wanted. And so it just takes some time. And I know things, again, do not go as planned. You have to go with the flow with how God directs you and where he needs you to be and where he needs you to go. And so it was very hard adjusting to not being able to go over to mom and dad's house or seeing my family or seeing familiar areas. I mean, completely new. I still loved it. I loved it, but yet I felt the homesickness at the same time. And I still get a touch of it now that I'm 6 years in, but it's getting a little bit better. It still doesn't feel like home here. I think wherever you're born, that's always going to be home. And I still see myself as Alaskan at heart. I will always see Alaska as my home, but I cannot live there for the rest of my life. But my family come down here to visit me. I still can't get myself to go up there, not even to visit in the summertime, because I know summers are going to be so cool up there. Maybe in one of these next couple of years, I might be able to get myself to go up there to visit during the summertime. But right now, I still can't get myself to go up there because I know what I'm going to have to deal with, even in the summertime, if I go back up there. I know it'll only be for probably a week or two, but still, that climate is so rough and I just do not like it that I'm so totally done with it. And I want to stay where the sun shines and where there's heat. So that's the kind of the health issues that I battled when I first moved to Arizona. And so now I know how to handle those and keep them at bay, and still definitely high raw vegan, plant-based for sure still. Just it's interesting to see how the body changes in different climates or how it reacts in different climates. So, and then how long it takes for acclimation too. So then the second part of your question was, have any of your family members moved to Arizona? No, no one has moved down here, not yet, but they are looking forward to it though, because of course there's a lot people can say, but when it never really happens, they keep talking about it. You just kind of don't expect it to happen, but I actually made it happen. So people are like, oh wow, Staci is actually the furthest south than everybody in the family. So now people want to come to the sunshine. So they're having tastes of it every time they come down and visit me. I'm like, yeah, being somewhere in a warm climate was kind of where you're meant to be, isn't it? You're a lot happier naturally. And your diet is a big part of it, but that sunshine plays a big part as well. Just having clear blue skies and warmth. Oh my gosh, I have no words. It's so beautiful. So the next one is from Extropian Transhuman. So hi, if you're watching, sorry if I pronounced your YouTube name incorrectly, but this one's been a while. You asked me if I could do an orange sauce next for a recipe video. You know what? I've been trying for an orange sauce, experimenting with them ever since you left me that comment. I still can't find the right combination. I still can't really get to finding it, and so I am getting closer, but I will post that for you when I come across it. In the meantime, you're gonna have to search for other vegan or raw vegan orange sauces out there that are already made, but right now I don't really have anything for you. I apologize, but I am working on one that that I'm getting a little bit closer to, but I just can't really find the right, the sweet spot yet. And then the next one's from Neuroverse. So hi Neuroverse, if you are watching, you asked if I could please do a review video on the clay that I purchased for hair care, more of a natural way of hair care, and I will certainly do that for you. I have been experimenting with it over time, and I will definitely do a review video soon for you on that. I don't have it right now, but I will definitely do a review video for you on that soon. Alrighty guys, so remember to love being raw, vegan, plant-based, whole foods, whatever floats your little boats. Just remember to take care of yourself. Take care of yourself the best that you know how. Put a big old smile on your face today. I hope I did that for you. And I will see you guys next video. I will get to the other questions very soon for you. In the meantime, hold on to your butts. Hold on to your butts there, guys. I'll get to them soon. Have a fantastic day today, you guys. Bye-bye.